At Sapir Bio, we particularly focus on T cells. And so not all adaptive immune systems, so we're kind of ignoring the B cells, so T cells. So why do we do that? So the T cells drive some memory cells that obviously from the name, they exist and they persist for years, for decades to protect you. So those are the long-lived cells. Those are the cells that are in your body doing their job. But in the meantime, if they're not healthy, they're secreting cytokines, they're doing things that sort of make you less healthy, right? So they need to respond, but also they need to be good. So they do drive aging if that goes wrong. Like I said, inflammation, if T cells get exhausted or become terminally differentiated, or if they become senescent, they secrete inflammatory cytokines that drives inflammation throughout the body. Immune system, adaptive immune system, NK cells and CD8 T cells participate in immune surveillance. So that is your ability of your immune system to find senescent cells and sort of other challenges like virus and stuff like that. And so again, if your immune system function declines and you kind of lose this ability, you lose the ability for immunosenescence, you accumulating senescent cells, you're predisposed to cancer, to other things that immune surveillance is used for. And then T cells, they're immune cells, they go everywhere. They're not, in thymus, right? So they go everywhere. So they go into every tissue, every organ system. And so they interact with these niches and they can impact the niche, and they can in fact impact it in a way that pushes towards repair, wound healing, or towards dysfunction if they're inflammatory. So again, they're not just sort of, in the system floating around, they're active participants in processes in other organs. So the healthy immune system translates into how it's going to interact with the tissue. And so T cell dysfunction is a real thing, is an early thing, but it's a real thing that is really important, and that's why we focus on T cells. So this was the biology. So on the clinical side, everything sort of that is obvious, and I just said that increases your infection risk, you don't respond to vaccines, frailty, cardiovascular disease, predisposition to cancer. And then I'm sure you guys saw the most recent article on thymus, on the thymic size, and sort of correlation with every possible health outcome. So thymus is really important, and T cells that come out of thymus are really important for health and mortality.